Good morning, good morning. Looks like we made a new high on NQ, new all-time high on ES. YM's previous all-time was 46,667, and we made a new high of 46,722. So, new high on all three. Let's go. Looking at the high time frame trend here on NQ, we're definitely in an uptrend. Price is in a retracement here. If we look at this last leg, we came down, retraced to the 62% retracement level, and are having a nice bounce, which also aligns with this 1 hour fair value gap here that's being respected, also bouncing off the VWAP. On ES, it's telling us a different story here. If we look at the same leg, we got a much deeper retracement, almost a complete retrace. This first 1 hour fair value gap has inversed, but this second fair value gap here, with this candle still being open with 35 minutes to go, it has not inversed yet. But if we look at the two different ones here, we can see that ES is having a much deeper retracement than NQ. YM, on the other hand, straight blew past that whole leg. That one candle there at 8 a.m. inversed both of those fair value gaps there. So one thing we have to look at from yesterday as well, when we had FMOC, where are we at? We had a data high and low form, but those have both been swept. What's gold looking like over here? New all-time high yesterday, then a deep retracement into that daily fair value gap. Look at the 1 hour time frame. We had a move up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we came up here and we swept all that. But then we're also still going down, downtrending here. So we've got some equal lows down here around 36, 51.4 that haven't been swept yet. So if this 1 hour, these 1 hour fair value gaps inverse here, or this single 2 hour, I expect price to come down and want to take out these lows. Gold's just been on a tear lately, basically going straight vertical. So going to be copy trading 28 accounts here. Let me pull this back out. We have 20 Apex 300K evals that aren't even 25% of the way done. We're on day 12 or day 13 of trading them, just taking my time. May need to step it up. I bought those during that 90% off sale. Don't really want to pay to renew those, so may put the pedal to the floor next week and try to go ahead and get them passed. We have 5 Lucid 150K straight to funded accounts, Lucid Directs, and then 2 My Funded Futures Core 50K Sim Fundeds, and 1 Tradeify 150K straight to funded account. So we go in here and we look at the current sales. We got 80% off Apex to the 23rd. Buellnox is 83% off option 1, and they also have 75% off option 2. Option 1 is their trailing accounts. Option 2 is end of day. Day traders currently running 90% off trailing, 80% off static, and 40% off straight to funded. Funded Futures Network, which is kind of a hidden gem, I guess you could say. They're running 50% off, no activation fee, and buy one, get one free. So, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer there. 2 accounts for the price of 1. Funded X Futures, 10% off on Rapid and Legacy. They have a 100% profit split, up and coming in futures, but huge in CFDs. Funding Ticks, excuse me, 35% off all accounts. They've got regular evaluations, and they've also got their zero accounts, which is straight to funded. Excuse me. Lucid, currently trading them with myself. Super fast payouts, no problems, no delays. Not hearing anything negative about them. 40% off on Lucid Test, 30% off on Lucid Direct. I'm personally trading the 150K Lucid Direct accounts and taking it slow and steady, one-time fee, no reason to rush. My Funded Futures, 5% off everything right now. FIDA's Prop Firm, another hidden gem. We got 80% off one-time payment accounts. That's their accounts with no activation fee. Then we got 60% off their evaluation accounts, which you pay a fee for the evaluation. Then once you pass, you have activation fee. The big dog right now, Take Profit Trader, daily payouts. No really need to say more. No consistency. It takes 5 days to pass the evaluation. 50% consistency in the evaluation. So even if you hop in there and on a 50K you got to make 1,500 the first day, 1,500 the second day, you would need to flip for the other 3 days till you have 5 trading days under your belt. Then no activation fee on the pro account. So you can literally get a 50K account, get funded, not pay an activation fee, and then have daily payouts with no consistency, all for $102. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer there, and they allow up to 5 accounts. Futures Desk, 50% off all accounts, no activation fee when you go into live brokerage. And they are also offering a $500 brokerage bonus, or up to a $500 basically you'll get your evaluation fee refunded up to $500 when you make it to a live brokerage. Tick Tick Trader, they have the S2F Plus accounts that are out, 65% off right now. I believe that ends today. Extra 5% off if you pay with crypto or Skrill. Then they have 30% off their regular straight to funded accounts and 30% off their evals. Trade Day, another hidden gem that's making some changes. They just changed the eval period from 7 days to 5 days. They've got 30% off all accounts and no activation fee, and daily payouts. So, I mean, they're pretty huge in that. And then we got Tradeify, who just added Project X, 30% off all accounts. And that 7 day payout thing there needs to be changed because now they don't have a day minimum. It's just as long as you meet consistency. You got 35% consistency in the growth and advanced accounts, and then you got 20% consistency, which scales up in the straight to funded. So now on your first payout, it's a 20% consistency. On your second payout, it's 25%, and third payout is 30%, which is a game changer there. So let's go back over here, see what the market's doing, what it's going to give us this morning. Going to wait till the first 15 minutes passes, and then we'll come in here and look for a trade. Let the initial volume and volatility get out the way before we hop in. We've blown a lot of accounts in the past, too many to count, between several different firms, and trying to trade that first 15-minute open is a major part of why. And also trying to trade Asia. I quit trading Asia. And you wouldn't believe how many accounts I've been able to hold for longer and keep for longer. Hi, how y'all doing? Y'all welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. Please like, subscribe, be active in the chat. If we get, I don't really want to do any giveaways with just only 1 or 2 viewers. So um, if we can get up to 5, 10 viewers, I'll do some giveaways here. Had this YouTube quite a while, went a little dormant, and haven't been streaming on it. Now I hope to come back and start streaming every day. What type of trading or what strategy do you currently use? For sure. One thing I was talking about before you got here, I've toasted a lot of my accounts trading the first 15-minute open after New York session opens at 9:30 Eastern. So I typically like to wait to about 9:45, 9:50 before I start looking for any trades. Um, because I can't tell you how many accounts that I've just toasted and blown up for trying to trade that open and time everything right. It's just not worth it anymore of blowing through accounts. Supply and demand, that's good. I've tinkered with that myself. I currently trade different ICT concepts, whether it be inverse fair value gaps, the 2022 model, order blocks, several different entry models. See, if we look here at this first 15 minutes so far, market's been open about 3 minutes and we haven't done anything except chop. So trying to time that to get a trade in will just blow you up. But if we look at the higher time frame here, like I was talking about earlier, and we can definitely see that we're in a bullish uptrend. We made a lower low, then a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And now we've currently retraced on NQ and prices in this 1 hour fair value gap after retracing below the 50% level into a discount. Um, ES had a much deeper retracement here. I would like to see ES hold this 1 hour fair value gap to possibly be bullish on NQ. But YM, on the other hand, is completely out of sync with the other two. It didn't hold this leg at all and has done a much deeper retracement. So let's let the market kind of get sorted out here and figure out, you know, what direction we want to take. I'll also trade gold and oil sometimes if the indexes are very choppy and not really presenting anything. So yesterday I took a trade on gold, and if we come in here, we can see that yesterday I took one trade for one contract on gold, um, and basically was done. And with it being FMOC, I just got my base hit and I was done for the day. So that's the main thing you got to remember with these prop firms. You don't need to go for home runs each day. You need to go for base hits day in and day out. You need to reserve as much of that drawdown as possible and only trade hours when there is actually volume. I've blown up in Asia so many times and sitting there and like watching paint dry. It's not worth it anymore. I don't have the mental capital for it, and it's just a waste of money. So we're seeing a deeper retracement here on NQ now, going below VWAP. So what I'll probably do, because of how out of sync everything is here, I'll probably wait till this 1 hour candle closes in about 19 minutes to see exactly what I want to do for an entry. ES swept that low on that leg there. NQ has done a deeper retracement now to the 70.5 retracement level. If you were here in the beginning of the stream, I was going over gold and how we had these equal lows down here that I believe price is going to be reaching for if we inversed basically this 2-hour fair value gap, or if we look at it from the 1-hour time frame, it's 2 1 hours. So if we inverse that, I believe we will see a continuation down on gold to the 36.51 level. Because looking at the higher time frame, if we get rid of the drawings and just look at this, I mean, gold basically since the end of August, beginning of September, has just been an absolute tear, just straight ripping to the upside. So I think we need to see a little bit of retracement here if we're going to continue higher. So we see the 1 hours there inverse at the close in about 16 minutes. I think we'll see lower lows down here around 36.51 area. Deeper retracement here on NQ to the almost 79%. ES going down here completely took out the low of that leg that I was watching. Let's just see what we get here in about 15 minutes till 10 a.m. YM going for lower lows. Same with NQ, ES. So looking at ES here, if we throw up a fib on this leg from yesterday's price action and today's, maybe we'll see a deeper retracement down here to the 50% level and then a reversal back up, because we also just swept this low here. Where NQ, that leg is still holding. But we would need a much bigger move down here on NQ to see the same thing. But if we see a deep retracement like that on at least one of the indexes, the other indexes may follow suit and reverse up as well. But I don't want to anticipate what the market's going to do. I want to let this setup come to me. That's why I'm kind of over-analyzing everything right now. We've been past the first 15 minutes of open now. It's 9:47. So if we were going to see a reversal and we're looking at time and macro times, we could see one in between now and about 10:15. So this is what we want to watch here. Another thing I want to look at is I want to hide all these drawings and come in here and look at London high and low. So on YM, we took out Asia high. London high got taken out. We've also taken out the lows. In Q, we took out Asia high, London high, but we have not taken out London or Asia low. So we've got an SMT form there where ES has taken out everything. So with the SMT showing and the time lining up, we may see a reversal here. Here comes that reversal I was talking about. I'm gonna let the reversal form and then look for an entry based off of that. So we can see on NQ here on the lower time frames. Let's get rid of all this. We came in and we took out this low. During the takeout, we've got this 1 hour fair value gap that formed. And price is having a V-shaped recovery through the 1 hour fair value gap. And we had a massive strong close above this fair value gap, so it inversed it. So another thing to note is we had a change in the state of delivery as well. So we had a change in the state of delivery as well as the inverse. So if you wanted to go long, you could have entered right there. And as you can see, price has blasted through the VWAP as well. Another sign of a reversal. If we look at ES, same thing going on here. We have all these equal highs up here. Same thing with NQ. YM, some equal highs. Yes, the liquidity sweep. So we just inverse this 3 minute. So what I would like to see here is I would like to see a retracement back down into here to this 50% mark. So we got a 3-minute inverse fair value gap. I'd like to see price come down here, go down below the 50% mark, and be interested for an entry long up to these equal highs. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and set some orders up. So the 50% level is about 26.4875. So we're going to do 26.50 and we're going to look to buy one. Stop below the low. And we're going to target the high or a few points before it. So that would be 24.760. So if we map that out here, entry would be 24.650. Target would be 24.760. And your stop loss should be 2 ticks under here. Our low there is 58.75. So we should be 98.25. Sorry. Low 98.75. So we need low 98.25. 2 ticks below. There we go. So that would be a 1 to 2.13 trade. So let's see if we get filled here. Yes, we did get a 50% retracement. YM, we did get it as well. NQ, we got it. We're in long. So now, hands off the mouse. We're going to let the trade do what it does. So if we come back, and when we take out this high here, I will go break even. As you can see, we're filled on every account here. We are trading micros on the 2 My Funded Futures accounts just because we don't have a lot of drawdown left in them. So we're trading 1 NQ long on all accounts except for the My Funded Futures accounts, which we are trading 3 M&Q micros. Let's see this level hold here. Oh, that's what we want to see. Talk about an explosion up out of there. And news at 9:57, I'm just not seeing that. Some nice volatility there. Let's see if this trade plan and thesis works out. Go back over to the 3-minute where we can see that inverse fair value gap that we based our entry off of, and you can also see that we had this big regular fair value gap here. So you had a 3-minute fair value gap, which we retraced into. So this trade, I do like it. We had a move down. Like I said, we took out that low. We swept here. We swept that low. Swept that low. Had a nice V-shaped recovery. Closed above that 3-minute fair value gap, flipping it inverse. Had a retracement back down into discount below the 50% level. We entered right at the 50% level, and we're targeting a few points before the equal highs resting above. You said, isn't it set to break even? Once we get to this high here, I will move my stop to break even to take the risk off. There we go. We just took out that high. So we're going to move to break a few points above break even here. Above break even. Risk is off on the trade. So far, trade's working out exactly how we envisioned. Not reacting to what we think we're going to see, reacting to what we actually see. So looking at a little bit of resistance here around the 24,700 level. We have broken over it. So that level did drop its guard. So we need to see a nice push back over it again here. We're going to move our stop up here. We're going to go to about the halfway point or the consequent encroachment of the 3 minute inverse fair value gap, which is right around 24,664. So we're going to go ahead and take some more risk off, and if price does reverse, we'll at least maintain some of our profits. Currently up about 230 ticks on this trade. That's what we want to see. Give us a nice boner candle here to the upside. Just smash, there we go. That's what we want to see. $250 ticks. Beautiful, beautiful. As you can see where we entered. Take that trade marker back off. We're going to move our stop up a little bit more. The low of this candle, which is the first candle in this 3 minute order block, down close candles. So we have two down close candles forming that order block. So we're going to move our stop up under 2 ticks low of the first one. The low of it is 24,671.50. So we're going to go 24,671. Reserve some more profits. Trail our stop up, reserve some profits so we don't give much back. Now we're up over 300 ticks. That was a nice little pop there. Come on, just rip it up to our target there. That's what we want to see. Now, if you see these Lucid accounts and this Tradeify account close itself, it's because they have a daily profit target of 1,800 each to maintain consistency. So they may close out early here. So the Apex accounts are 2,500 on the profit. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. How are we looking on ES? ES, we have some nice movement going there too. YM, the same thing. Got about another $100, and then we're going to be liquidated on Lucid and Tradeify right around the corner. Another little pop here. And here comes the liquidation on those. Liquidated. Tradeify should have liquidated, but I'm going to go ahead and liquidate it. Lucid liquidated. Tradeify liquidated. Seeing a little bit of resistance up here. Come down here and look at the filled orders. You can see that Tradeify was an auto liquidation order. Lucid is not showing the liquidation orders. I'm not sure why. But I'm flat on them. So let's just make sure. Yep, flat on Lucid. Tradeify is also flat. Gonna let Apex and my funded futures work itself out here. Need about 20 more points here. If we can get that, this is going to be a 400 tick trade for over 100 points. Absolute banger. We're seeing quite a bit of resistance here. Might see a retracement. Maybe not. Maybe no retracement. Just give me a pop all the way up there to 60. About 12 more points. Up 394 ticks here. Oh, almost there. Almost there. Let's go. Almost 58, 59. Oh, target smashed. Make sure to flatten all these. Beautiful. Entry and exit there. Called the move before it happened. That was good. We did the one trade and done. Just so we made about 2,200, 2,192 on 20 different Apex evals. Those balances are a quarter of the way done to the profit target, 305,601. Our Lucid 150K straight to fundeds, we made 1,820 on each of those. Tradeify, we made 1,829 on that 150K straight to funded. And with 3 MNQ micros on these 2 My Funded Futures 50K core sim fundeds, we made 654 each. 654 with 3 micros. So anybody that tells you you can't make money trading micros is full of shit. So that was literally like a 40, 50-minute workday there. That's how you like to have it. So, if you guys tuned in today, thank you. Don't really have enough viewers to do any giveaways because right now it would just be a participation award basically with only a few people in here. As we get a few more viewers in, I'd like to have about 10 people in. We'll do a giveaway for some accounts. Have plenty of accounts to give away. Would try to be live every morning for New York Open. Um, and yeah, just keep tuning in.